1 week ago, I bought the cheapest Honda Integra in Australia, and today we're getting it ready for the track. Sorry guys, Zach in the future quickly interrupting previous Zach's video. I do apologize. First of all, I just want to thank every single one of you for the love and support you guys have given me on the introduction of the Nugteg right here. And I'm so glad you guys are all so G'd up for this car. Now before I go any further, I'm going to do that really annoying YouTuber thing and ask if you guys could jump down into the comments, leave a comment, and also smash the like button. It really helps out every single one of your favorite creators. And hey, if you do want to see more content on the Nugteg or my Evo or my BRZ sitting out there, smash that subscribe button. I cannot thank each and every one of you guys enough. Let's go back to cleaning this thing up. Right behind me is Australia's cheapest Honda Integra. I bought this thing sight unseen 2 hours away from where I live here in Melbourne, in the hopes that this little nugget right here, which I've started to call it the Nugteg, will be my first ever track car. I've been wanting to do a Honda build for so long on the channel, so I'm very, very happy that this little thing popped up. It is disgustingly cheap, but today we're going to be cleaning it up, checking the health of the engine, and making sure that I don't contract any weird, odd diseases, which is probably, most likely, definitely, maybe, probably, yes, going to happen today. So there are a few things that we need to do before we take this thing out on track, and first one we need to address is the wheels and tires. These are a set of rusted out standard Honda Steelies, and they are horrible, and I've never heard of this brand. Ecopia. Ooh. The rest of the car's pretty straight. I've got some more Ecopias on the rear as well, but that rim's looking a lot worse. Having a look on the inside of the car, we do have the incredible Ballarat option of painting the interior, which I think just looks incredible. But one thing I'm super happy about in this car is the fact that it came with a short shifter, which is literally a standard shifter that's been cut short. So today we're going to be tackling this so I can at least move the car around. We're also going to be cleaning up the mold in the car so I don't die. And we're also going to be cleaning some very interesting looking items in the back seat as well. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one today. We have a B18 B1 non-VTEC. This thing here is the base of the base model B18s. It makes 150 or so horsepower, but it's going to be absolutely perfect when this thing is weighing under a ton, hopefully. We also need to get a battery tied down right here, so that way this battery doesn't fall out as we're going sideways off into the infield of turn 1 at Sandown. Oh my god, that was so scary. And yeah, we're just gonna, in general, clean up this entire engine. As you guys can see, it's got a little bit of an oil leak down there, which is leaking onto the extractors. Probably not ideal, so we're gonna have to tackle that. Most likely, it's always just this valve cover gasket, so it's not really a big deal. And today, we're also gonna be checking the compression of this engine, just to make sure that she's healthy. The car has 330,000 kilometers on it, so doing a little compression test, and then, you know, if we need to swap out another $500 engine, we can, not too hard. Or we could go VTEC. I don't know, we'll find out. So that right there is what you get for the cheapest Honda Integra in the world. I haven't actually started working on this car yet. It's been sitting in my garage, and I've had a few sponsors that have messaged me, sent out some parts. But at the end of the day, this car right here is going to start off life as a budget race car. We're going to be doing a budget enduro in this thing very, very soon with a couple of awesome people. Before we do all that, I'm going to be doing some little handling mods to the car to make sure that we are 1, safe, 2, it's going to be running for the entire track day, and 3, make sure that we don't blow up this car before we do anything hectic on track. So the car is actually covered in all of this like horrible black overspray, and I don't know exactly why. Some parts have been scuffed back, some parts have just been sprayed over, some parts the black is actually just completely peeling off the back of it, which I don't understand. This side right here, paint's mint. I don't know why. The sunroof on this car works a treat, so we're going to be leaving that in there for now, but eventually we're going to be doing a Perspex cover over this. It's going to look so rad. The wheels and tyres are going to be changed out to a brand new set of 15s, so I'm very, very excited for that there as well. We're going to be ripping out the shifter and putting in a Buddy Club short shifter, and then also, in today's video, ripping out this wheel right here and replacing it with a wheel from one of my old cars. First of all, let's rip these plugs out and let's do a comp test. I am very excited to see what she's like. Every single one of the cylinders came back with just over 120 PSI. Now you guys might think that's low for a naturally aspirated Honda. However, my compression tester is the best thing in the world because it saves you a lot of money when you're going to look at cars. But no, the engine is super healthy. Of course it has a few little oil leaks, but today we're going to be basically cleaning this whole lot up. There's so much dirt and dust and grime. It's literally been sitting in a warehouse for God knows how many years. So I'm going to put all the plugs back in. I'm going to degrease the entire engine bay. We're going to go through it with the gurney. We'll try and get as much out as we possibly can. So we're going to hit the engine bay with some Bowden's orange agent. Alright, it's all sprayed down, but before I get into pressure washing, I think this right here is going to be the most satisfying thing I've ever done to a car. So let's grab this and have some fun. So one side of it is painted matte black, and for the reason I don't know, because underneath it actually is a beautiful purple color. It's almost like midnight purple too. These things actually looked incredible. However, we are going to be wrapping this car in the future. So at the moment, all I want to do is try my best to get as much of this black stuff off this car, because it actually like peels off. Most of it will come off. However, this side over here has definitely been hit with a sander, so that's not going to come out. And then what I originally thought was like just like paint and stuff is actually like, it's like that black paint, someone has wiped it into the paint, and I don't know why. But either way, we're going to go over the entire car. We're going to try and get all this black stuff off as much as possible, and then ready for its wrap in a couple of weeks time. You guys know me, I can't be driving around on track with an ugly ass car, even though it is going to be for the budget enduro. That's alright. Also going to jump in, get into all these little door trims, and yeah, try and clean this up a whole bunch. I find it disgustingly satisfying washing these cars, especially when it's been their first clean in God knows how many years. This car has been neglected, and so today, hopefully we're going to bring it back as good as we possibly can. Watch me clean it up too much and then sell it in 6 years' time after I've dailied it. I'm promising myself I'm not going to do it to this one. Alright, just finished washing it all up, and it actually doesn't look as bad as I thought. I obviously knew that this whole panel and this whole side here is, you know, sanded back, looks absolutely terrible, and it's all basically matte. And it looks as though that once again, the entire car is sort of being like, I don't know, wiped with wet paint. I don't know exactly what the go is, but to be honest, a polish on this thing would be insane. However, it's not a road car, so I'm gonna refrain. I'm not doing that today. How nice this color is. It's like a bright purple. It's like midnight purple. It looks insane. Anyway, it has made an absolute mess of my driveway, so I'm gonna quickly go through, take this out into the street, clean up the driveway, and then we'll move this car back, ready to get stuck into finding out what secrets this interior hides. I've had a little bit of a look over. It's not nice. I think I might have got some water in the distributor. Oh no. Alrighty guys, what's going on? It's the next day. I made a tragic mistake with my Integra. I thought these things were supposed to be reliable. That's what everyone told me anyway. But yesterday when I was doing the engine bay, I don't want to touch my face because of all the horrible diseases. Yesterday when I washed the engine bay, I must have got water in somewhere where it definitely not supposed to go, and it may not have started for about a day. So I've taken the bonnet off and I've left it out in the sun for all of today, and sure enough now she's mint. I'm definitely going to be changing all of the spark plug leads and potentially the dizzy and stuff like that, because just to make sure. But yeah, it's slowly getting all of that water out of the engine bay, but yeah. Anyway, I'm underneath the car at the moment. We're doing the short shifter, and to be honest, it's literally the easiest thing in the world. Byron, who was the guy that actually got me the car from Ballarat and drove it here, actually had a Buddy Club short shifter lying around, so it's actually going to replace the short shifter that's in the car. So this thing right here is absolutely beautiful and comes with all of these insane like hard mounts and everything. So this is the one that's usually underneath the car, and it sort of, yeah, takes out a lot of the vibration from the gearbox, but we're putting in a set of solid mounts because race car, and then also, yeah, going to be installing a Buddy Club short shifter, which is pretty awesome. So going to rip that one out of there, and everything is basically done underneath the car with like 3 bolts. If I didn't want to replace this part here, it would literally be 1 bolt, and this entire shifter would come out. It's so easy. So we're just gonna go yoink. What is, oh no. Out with the old, in with the new. She's looking good. She's nice and short. We'll chuck this thing back in, and then yeah, put the shift knob back on. Alright, shift knob and shifter are now in, and they feel so much nicer. So it's gonna be nice if we gotta actually shift the car. Yeah, please don't ever just cut a shifter in half to make it a short shifter. It doesn't work. But yes, alright, now I'm gonna put the steering wheel in, and then in the next video we will get to basically tearing apart the entire interior and potentially even just taking out the carpet straight away because it is manky. But yeah, just getting to the interior and doing a proper clean up through the entire interior, because I feel like just finding stuff in that interior is probably like the scariest thing. So plus I've also run out of time this entire weekend. I've been doing other stuff to the Evo, like trying to get cats in it that don't fit, and a whole bunch of other things, plus getting new tires for the BRZ, plus everything else as well. So there's so much that was going on this weekend. But yes, we'll do a steering wheel. We'll show you guys exactly what it all looks like, and yeah, let's do that. Well, as it turns out, this HKB Boss kit that I have doesn't fit. That's alright, I'll get a new one. Byron gave this one to me, and we were thinking that it would just be the exact same as a regular Honda Civic, but it's not. Interesting. Stock wheel back on for now, and we'll work all that out later.